here live outside of Fernando Alonso's trailer. I bet you can understand why that is. Fernando Alonso will not race in the 103rd running of the Indianapolis 500. Bumped on Sunday qualifying. Wow. This was something that I observed on the test day. Stood in that pit for more time than I spent anywhere else on that day. Just kind of watching, observing, knowing that that was going to be the place where the action was. I didn't realize it was going to be, at that time, the story of the month and the way it was. Fernando, I mean, it couldn't have gone worse for them. They had mechanical issue after mechanical issue after mechanical issue, then the accident, and I think that was really the killing blow. I think they probably could have made it with their car that they built in England. It didn't work for them, and, you know, this is the thing. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. This race is the reason this race is so great, the reason this race is so legendary, is because nobody's safe. I mean, I would like to find a better example, somebody to find a better example of this exemplified, because a double world champion, someone who was the story going in, getting knocked out, I mean, that just tells you how hard, how difficult this race is. It's amazing to me. Carlin Racing, oh my God, worst case scenario. They went in with 3 cars out of 6 that could make the race, and none of them made it. Full-timer Max Chilton gone, might as well be full-timer Pato O'Ward gone. Wow. And this may be too hyperbolic of a comparison, but it did feel a lot like Penske in '95 with that team. Just from the sudden drop-off in speed from them, it was really shocking. Really shocking. Speaking of a shock, Juncos Racing, Kyle Kaiser, they were the team that bumped Fernando. Same situation as Fernando. Lots of speed early on. Hits the wall. They turn the car over in 12 hours. It takes McLaren 2 days to do it. Unsponsored. Fernando probably has the most money in one car of any car here. And that's the story. That's the bump. What a fantastic effort for them, from them. I couldn't be happier for them. I guess we'll talk about the Fast 9 real quick. It's kind of funny because the Fast 9 really got overshadowed. And it may have just been because they had to speed this format up to get everything moving to try to beat some of this weather that's about to hit us. But it did feel like the first few runs of the Fast 9, nobody really cared in the crowd. Everybody was just so buzzing and excited over Fernando Alonso missing the show that when Alexander Rossi or Sebastian Bourdais qualified, nobody really cared. The crowd got back into it, and then once you had the Penske's and the Carpenters of the world qualifying, they were into it again. Looked like Spencer Pigot at the beginning of the day was going to get the pole by default by just having the fastest speed of yesterday. That didn't happen. Simon Pagenaud ran one of the most consistent runs of the entire month of May. All the laps over 230 miles an hour until the last one, I think, and he got the pole. Pagenaud's been having a great month. Of course, that win in the Grand Prix, and that's exactly what Will Power did last year. So now, Will didn't get the pole last year. That was Ed. So right now, Pagenaud's got him one-upped for a little while. Again, it was a shame that Pigot didn't get the pole. Chevy again having the advantage. And one more thing about qualifying that I really wanted to touch on, I didn't get to touch on yesterday. This is the first time in a very long time that we have seen the variance in speeds over the 4-lap runs. I mean, we've seen 3 or 4 mile an hour difference between the first lap and the last lap or the slowest lap. Really strange, really strange. Also making the show was Sage Karam. What a great recovery for that team and that driver after being fairly unconfident throughout the at least the last couple of days. Great for him to get in the show. And what else can you say about James Hinchcliffe? So happy for him to not have to miss out on the show once again. I hope he has a great race because I think he deserves it after all that this series and this race has done to him. So let's leave it there for now. This has been David Land on YouTube for Indy 500 month. Bump day qualifying. It should never ever change. This is why this race is the greatest in the world. And hope you'll be staying tuned for more coverage throughout the month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.